Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4 as Byzantium with me, the Green Dragon. So, as you can see, Byzantium is in a really crappy position right from the very start, and we need to rapidly improve that position if we wish to survive, because the Ottomans will want our souls. Now, that means that we need to start looking for friends really quickly if we can. Now, you're not interested, unfortunately. Neither are you. Who do you hate? Poland and Serbia. And you hate Serbia. Well, they both appear to hate Serbia, so I suppose we can hate Serbia as well. So, hey bros. Like, bros? This should give a sticking thing with both of them. I could try to attack them and vassalize, all three of them in fact. Hell, I could even probably pull it off. At the same time though, that would put us in a rather crappy position, in that us and them would be exhausted from a war and us more easy pickings for, well, bad people like the Ottomans. So let's up the speed and see about that take, because I do want an alliance with one or the other. Or both. There we go. My dear Wallachia. With the Draculs in charge, of course. I think I can actually not do a royal marriage with them just yet. There is hardly any need, is there? And as for you, well, we might just go to war with Serbia. Just go to war with them and simply take them over. Without any dicking around or any such things, just, you know. And we're gonna go with the prestige one. Safeguard Eastern Anatolia. Excellent! That means that they're gonna be busy over that way for a while. Which gives us a wonderful, wonderful chance to reinforce our own situation rather heavily before everything goes to hell. And we'll also make them hopefully a bit happier with us. Who do you hate? Venice. Ooh, Venice is bad. Unless Venice likes us. And who do you hate? Hungary, Ottomans, and... no. Think we can be enemies with Venice rather than Ottomans. If we can make all the Ottomans happy with us, that will make me happy. You know? Okay. Ottomans have been discovered fabricating a claim. That is a bad thing. In fact, it's a very bad thing for us, because it may lead to our untimely demise. And another thing we do need to do is take over something, some other province, somewhere as quickly as possible. Because, well, and we can go to war as long as the country in question is not bordering the Ottomans. Which means that if we were to declare war on Serbia, it would probably not be a good thing. Okay, let's make an alliance with Bosnia here, while we're at it. And, you know, that should make things somewhat better. There we go. And you, allied to rival, hostile relations, and I consider them a rival. Huh. If I remove that rivaling, perhaps I would be able to ally them as well. See, that's the thing, right? Look at this carefully. We have some 8,000 troops now, nearly, right? We'll build ourselves up to 12,000, and we'll get another 12,000 from our dear allies here. Or at least 8,000, and that is enough to deal with one of the Ottoman stacks that might be coming at us, right? So that kind of suggests a situation where we need more troops of our own, and that's my cat at the door being a little bitch. But anyway, yeah, this might be possible to smash through some of their forces. If I could have a strong enough navy to prevent them from taking these crossings, I might be able to pull something off here. Bloody cat. Actually, no, it's probably better to build that there. And we'll bring these over and gather the troops, yay, there. I'm too terrified of the Ottomans to actually lower my army maintenance. I think that would be a bad idea, to lower anything at all. So I won't. What about you? Important question. are there any people that would vassalize to me? Probably not. What about Hungary? Who do you hate and who do you love? Poland is your big hate-filled buddy. So I think we want to be Poland's enemies. Rival Poland. Suck up to Hungary. Because if all of these northern kingdoms are our allies, that goes a long ways towards making us less dead in the grand scheme of things, I would say. And it gives us a place to hide our army. For another. Okay, there we go, another one. That brings us up to 11 regiments, which brings us up high enough to start losing cash, which is a bad thing. Now, let's take a look at this. If I was to declare war, they may intervene if I declare war. And of course, going to war and taking a hit there might be a bad idea all around. But at the same time, in all honesty, I do need a vassal to feed me money. And, you know, if I declared war and called willing allies, Bosnia would join. And what if I asked Ragusa for military access? Yes, let's do this. Let's try this. If I can do this while the Ottomans are still at war, there's a good chance they will not join in the war, because, you know, they don't tend to do that, and I have tried to record this once or twice before, I'll let you know that right now. They do not tend to join in if they are at war already. Oh, and some free admin points. We are gonna declare a completely unprovoked war. Oh, there goes Albania. Well, shit. That's a thing. Okay, let's just park our guys. I have a feeling that the Ottomans are gonna start another war in the east, because they have that mission. That should help. And our troops, once I have them all transported over there, I am gonna just keep here in Serbia, closer to my allies, where they will not get immediately obliterated as they march over Constantinople. Just seems like a good idea to take that oh so tiny precaution. And here, absolutely horrible. Well, the air is halfway good, I suppose. Okay, that is a traveling. I want at least 8,000 troops before I declare war, and I want the Ottomans to be at war before I do anything. Now, I will save scum up to the point where we have our first successful war against the Ottomans. If we get that far, we'll be able to recover Greece, or our Greek cores, and at that point we'll be strong enough to not be wiped out in a single war. But until that point, I reserve the right to save and load as necessary to survive. Just saying. It's a thing that may well happen. Now, as far as... Okay, Dulkaldir is going down, and ignore them. We are not losing points. We'll need them to boost our stability back up to 0 after declaring the war. Okay, I will use the Bosnians to help me siege if that'll work out. Now, the Ottomans will take a little while to siege things out, so I'll have a brief window where I can gain some ground rather easily. As in, declare a war without it going to hell. Come on. There you are. And that's the last of our troops. I think 11 regiments should be enough once we make Serbia our bitch. Okay, that is ticking up, and this is going up rather nicely. Good. Hungary, our opinion of them is low, but their opinion of us is pretty good. Alliance. Ooh, they don't like me very much. Let's... Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I'd need to declare the war right now. Never mind, come back here. Okay, just a little bit more, and then we'll see. Yeah, all of these territories, as in Wallachia, Serbia and Bosnia being on my side during the war, it may just be enough to fend off the Ottomans. It may be enough. I can't guarantee anything, but it may be enough. Now then, this will be our first save scum point, where we will save and see what happens. If the Ottomans join in the war, we are not gonna be happy about it at all, but okay, there we are at war. Put the heir in charge and march on the capital. I want to park myself on the capital so that I get to vassalize them and not my dear ally. The Ottomans did not join in. We are at -2 stability. We need to fix that immediately because that will cost us valuable cash money. There we go. We should be... Yep, we can still call them to arms. March in. 21st. Okay, good. This should be an easy enough smash. Okay, we are sitting on their capital, which means that at this point we can in fact call in Bosnia without any consequences. And here we shall simply detach a siege and move off with the rest. And they are gonna help us siege the rest of it. Good. Yep, nobody joined, it's just me, Athens and Bosnia against these guys. Now the plan is simple. We shall take their money and we shall vassalize them. We shall take their money in order to build a fleet, and we shall vassalize them in order to gain their military power and integrate their biological and technological distinctiveness into our own. Or, to put it simply, to blow up. Now, generally speaking, it's just a waiting game, as we slowly wait for things to get good. I'm losing a lot of money, unfortunately, because of reinforcements. Select army. How many regiments? 3. What if I do it this? That will put only 2 there, which will be better. Slightly. Okay, I should be gaining a tiny bit of money from yay blockades and stuff. And that should be quite fine. Apparently this got damaged at some point. Huh. They have 4 ships there, but my 4 galleys ought to be able to handle that. The aim here in the fleet department is to have 20 galleys. If I have 20 galleys, I can defeat the Ottoman's fleet and control the seas reliably. If I do that. Did any of these douchebags have siege, by the way? No. Never mind then. This will have to be good enough. This will just have to be good enough. And I am watching my manpower. I do not want it to go too low because we will... Well, we can't afford to let it go too low, pure and simple. Now ideally, when I declare peace, I would like for Serbia to have some sort of army left. I really would like that. Now, it's something that might not happen, but I would like for it to happen, you know? Bosnia has a claim. See, that's not a problem. Because Bosnia is vassalizable in a single war, even if they do have that claim. Yeah, you hate me. What if I work on you some... I mean, we have a while until we do the peace deal anyway, so we can wait. And this here... 60 troops, are you kidding me? My maintenance should be topped out. Why are you not reinforcing properly? Okay, never mind, whatever. Also, important thing for the raising of money. I'm gonna set the merchant to collect from trade here instead. I think. And that's apparently a thingy. Namely an email arriving. Go figure. Okay. So I should get a bit of trade power in this node once I control some of these provinces, which should be good. Now the main priority is, like I said, vassalize and money. Vassalize and money. And Hungary would be a really good ally to have if I could. They take a bit of aggressive expansion from declaring that war, but it will be burned off by the end of this war. Well, by the end of this year, more or less, and by the time we declare war it won't matter. Okay, neighboring different religion, historical rival, border friction. Yeah, they don't like me very much and they don't trust me very much. Still, right, they did take out Dukal there. I wonder if I might be next. Though, the one time I did manage to do this, it was because the Ottomans you know, work securing all of the Eastern Anatolia. So I think that'll be fine. I think. Yeah, the Bosnians are gonna handle that for me. Because I do want to maintain my manpower. War material. You know, cannon fodder. For, you know, things. And they are fighting Kerman, which means another 2 years while they siege through that single province. Now, if they were to go to war with the Mamluks, that would be very good for me. And they dislike the Ottomans, and the Ottomans dislike the Mamluks. That would be very good. If they had a major war, hell, I might even end up being in a position where I can strike out against them, as in declare war of my own for Greece. Because, take a look at this, all of these are Byzantine cores, which I can take back with virtually no penalty to myself. As such, it's really rather a good thing, you know, if I could. It's taking forever and a day to siege through this bloody thing, though. Don't like that very much. They have exactly 1 unit there. Okay, there we go. Siege of Serbia. Okay, let's rejoin those together and then consider stepping on top of that. Not about Hungary. How are you doing on the alliance? It's -20 for neutral opinion. I'm gonna max out the improved relations, and then I will, and I know they're getting their ass kicked by Austria. It's an unfortunate thing. But I will max out our relations, and then I will proclaim a guarantee, hopefully boosting them to cordial or something, which should help. And here we can just go and say hi, I suppose. Venice, they don't like me very much, which is understandable, because I did rival them. You're in personal union, you do not matter, you are too far away to be of any importance whatsoever, and here we do not want to attrition with our whole army, so we're gonna actually move by that road. Come on, game. There we go. Patriarchal authority. I don't want to boost Patriarchal authority yet, because frankly it was under religion, right? Because I need the money, I need a local tax modifier. The local revolt and missionary strength and the manpower are all good, but for now we're gonna keep the Patriarchal authority low. For now. We will probably switch over to a different approach later on, and if I survive this long and if this goes well, we shall try to carve through the Mamluks and try to have our own trade route through the Alexandria node into the east towards India, if we can. And then just funnel as much as possible into Constantinople, which will be our, you know, primary node, where we shall do amazing things to good people who will not enjoy it very much. Provided we, you know, get that far. They're still at war with Karaman, which is here. Now they're gonna be there for a while, which gives us the much needed window to prepare and set ourselves up and, you know, make good things happen. And right now, of course, it's just waiting, really, while everything gets slowly sieged out. I don't think I need 100% for this. 3 or 4 provinces should be enough. They're cheap enough ones that it's not really gonna make... I don't really need that much war score, right? Don't need 100%. Now we have 15 tax base. These guys have 6, 9... 11, and we'll get half of that, so this gives us another 40% tax base, because we'll go from 15 to 20 or something, essentially, because they'll give us half of their taxes, right? And that will be good. That will give us enough money to start maintaining a fleet which is over our force limit, and we'll bleed enough money from them to start building said fleet. And you know what, why not? Wallachia, sure. You know, they're not that big, but 6 and 3, that makes 9, which is not a bad tax base all around. Now, if Bosnia annexes Ragusa, then they'll be the biggest, you know, person in the pond here, when they will require 100% to vassalize them, essentially. Trade dispute against Kandar. And the Ottomans are at peace. I don't like the Ottomans being at peace. That makes me nervous, you know? Okay, you are getting fucked. They also have a truce with the Ottomans. Yeah, that's not a good thing. And this war is dragging on. That is not good either. Luckily, we are maintaining our manpower pretty well, using our ally to help, and they won't be too exhausted either because, well, again, they're only sieging with 5 regiments, which means 1%, that's 50 people per month. The lowest amount of manpower you can have is 100, so they're making manpower faster than they're spending it in any case. Greek patriots! They're not gonna win though. I mean, oh no, it's a vassal. Venice is unlikely to come and help. We might actually get Corfu. Simply through patriotism. Holy crap, I like that. That would be extremely good, and we will have to fight Venice at some point to reclaim some things like Crete, for example, and Naxos, which is a Venetian vassal, is also someone we will want to deal with. I'm gonna pull it off the Ottoman capital, that diplomat, and we're gonna see about what kind of peace deal we can get out of them. I would like you to be my vassal and for you to give me all of your puny cash. No, give me all of your trade power. Won't do that. Siege it? Nope. You know, if their cash situation is that pitiful, then I have to take their trade power in order to make the money off of their, you know, trade income. Because, how to put this, I need the cash. I need the cash to build fleets, which will in turn be used to fight the Ottomans. I really do. This is already decaying. I'm gonna keep him here for a little bit and then I'm gonna go back and improve that yet again. Right? Because, you know, it's a thing. Now the Mamluks are allied with Ethiopia and guaranteeing these guys who have Ottoman cores and Ottoman claims. That makes for an interesting situation. I would like to think that they will come to blows over it. What? I'm loading my last autosave because that is bloody bullshit. Just no. Like I said, we might save scum a little bit here. And you know what? Concede defeat. No, I'm just gonna vassalize them. Screw this. Just gonna take all of their money and vassalize them. Because I'm not letting them stab me in the back like that. God damn it, and I was in Bosnian territory, so now I'm actually outside friendly. Oh no, this actually works to unexile my troops. Now, Cyprus? What? This is mine? The fuck? Since when? Since when? I did not notice it becoming mine. No wonder we have so much money. With Cyprus on our side, it actually makes a certain amount of sense. Okay, let's stomp on this for now. Okay. Achaea, eh? That's nasty of you. So what about you? How are you coming along? Maintain it there, that's fine. What about you? You're slowly becoming happier with me and the aggressive expansion is going down. Okay, so I'll keep my army here. And I will just let them all attach to this army if I get declared war on. And that should create a big enough stack to possibly, you know, do something about. And I don't want to marry these guys, for the simple reason that I might wish to do the same thing I just did to Serbia to them. I might need to vassalize them at some point. Now, I don't really think I need transports here, so... this is a bug. When you load a game from in-game rather than from the map screen, it weirds things out. But, okay, I'll just slowly start building some galleys. We have the cash money to support them, and we're gonna need massive fleets in order to face the Ottomans effectively. Okay. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna cancel the access first. And then I'm gonna accept. Without losing stability. There we go. I wonder if I can interfere with their efforts to siege this somehow. Probably not. Yeah, they're probably gonna take that. Which is bad for me. I suppose a stronger ally is good, but all in all... Still, letting them take that is a small price to pay for keeping them as my friends. Now, as for you, I can actually offer you an alliance now. Excellent. Now they're getting screwed, right? We can see that that is exactly what is happening. They're getting screwed. But at the same time, you know... Oh right, I'm in this war, so I can't really declare war on them. Unless I make a separate peace with Ragusa and then stab my dear allies in the back in order to take Bosnia as my vassal. Which is, admittedly, while underhanded, it does seem like a rather good idea at that moment. Seems like something I might try and do. Maintain diplomat there for a while. He's right next to our capital. It's just a 3 days ride, so it's hardly that big a problem to, you know. And galley and galley. Because we, like I said, we want a fleet of 20 galleys. We have that, we can consider ourselves to be tentatively safeguarded, you know? Sort of, kind of safe. Not really safe, but a little bit safe, you know? Have 7 troops. If I could attack them without, you know, destroying those troops, that would be really good. That would in fact be amazingly good. Although, while we have the admin points, let's actually boost our stability to +1 to further improve our cash money, because the more cash we have, the safer we of course are. Okay, there we go, more cash getting made. Much like. Okay. Hungary is of course screwed. Who are you fighting? You have 2 wars. Defender, attacker. In the Teutonic conquest of Hinterpolen. Jesus, that was stupid, huh? Oh, and Corfu. Oh, we're getting good luck on our rebellion things. The rebels are actually doing a good job of coming to our aid and restoring lost provinces to us. I approve. Also, build me a warship, duckling. Buildeth me a warship. You have a bit of war exhaustion. I wonder if... You know, I have a feeling they're gonna take it anyway. We might as well blockade them, at least get something out of it, right? Even if it is a bit of just Navy tradition when their fleets come out to play. And that's Serbia sending their vassal troops to us, which is fine. And you... They trust us to uphold our bargains, so that makes them more likely to come to our aid, I suppose. Probably, possibly. And you are slightly patrolling in the Byzantium node, right? And you are part of Alexandria node. Let's see, are you a major thing though? No, your trade power is pitiful, so you're not that big a deal. Venice. Do I want to attack Venice? I don't really want to attack Venice. How about annexing Athens? 54. So I suppose I could start improving relations with them to work towards that. I'll suppose a 5-point legitimacy hit right now is not that big a deal since I'm nearly maxed out anyway, right? I could probably use a few more royal marriages just to keep the legitimacy going up, but recall, we're gonna send them to marry our vassals. Oh, I did marry Wallachia, which I possibly should not have done, but I was expecting to be able to peacefully vassalize them at some point later in the game. Okay, so, right, we're gonna royal marry Athens and Serbia. Yes, be part of the family. One of us. One of us. Heh heh heh. Okay, that brings our legitimacy down to 9 points down, which is wonderful. And of course, galley, because we want to keep building ships, of course, because the ships are what might save our pitiful remnant of an empire. Perhaps one day. Perhaps one day. Okay, full annexation was demanded, which is fine. We can still annex Bosnia. Did you just ditch all of your troops? Why? Why did you do that? Were they mercenaries or something? Why would he? And bringing his forces down to just 3? That's just silly. What's your alliance? With me, and only with me. I don't have a casus belli. Actually, never mind. I can make one. I have Corfu now. Okay. Yes, true Roman politics. Time to eat an ally. Time to eat a so-called ally. Our force limit is near the max, so we can afford another war, I believe, especially since the Ottomans are still busy doing other things. Yes. So, galley, and another galley. And just keep making them. We're going to go massively over our force limit, which is at 17. Okay, not massively over. We're going to go to up to 21. 1 trade ship and 20 galleys. Should be enough to counter the Ottoman forces at sea. And you know, control all of that. Okay, we are happily fabricating there. If we get discovered, I mean, at this point my aggressive expansion is not burned off yet. Okay, but it will be virtually nil next year, and I should be able to afford this. I should very much be able to afford this. I might just take Ragusa directly instead of making it... Actually, no, I'm gonna keep the vassal intact. I mean, I have no need to take all of that, right? Okay, Serbia is making their 2nd regiment. I approve of this message. Right, I will split the video shortly, and then I will save the game, go out into the world map, and reload it just to make it get rid of that little bug. Okay. So, okay, I suppose now that we have established ourselves a little bit, before we end the video, we can take a look at some of the Byzantium perks. Okay, first things first, we are Orthodox, which means we have cheaper stability and we have tolerance of the true faith, but we have -1% to local missionary strength, which is unfortunate, especially since Sunnis are harder to convert. No, local missionary strength, so that makes us harder to convert. Oh, never mind. That's a good thing then. Okay, we have less advisor costs and we have greater tolerance of the true faith, which means that any province that has orthodoxy will be extremely, you know, unlikely to rebel at a whopping +4 to revolt suppression. Furthermore, if we complete all these, we'll get +2 to yearly prestige, making our prestige resting point at 40, which means that we will always be amazing and epic if we get that far. And here we have some ideas. Cheaper mercenaries are meh, but the rest is pretty good. We have production, efficiency and manpower, which is good. Taxes, which is not bad either. Stability, which is I suppose we'll save up some admin points over time. And trade power, of course, discipline, which is freaking amazing, and best of all, 3% missionary strength, which means that we will actually be able to convert all of those Sunni provinces which we will be taking, because I do intend to expand eastwards, and there will be a lot of that. So, I'm gonna split it here, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. We're off to a good start. We have actually managed to establish ourselves a little bit, so that's good. And I'll see you there.